Listen, if Miyamoto didn't want me to use him, he would have
didn't work.
He would have been in the game, Brian. What's up, everybody? Welcome to 20 Minutes of Tears, the finale. That's right, over on patreon.com/kindafunny. You supported us when we launched The Spare Bedroom, filled up the thermometer and said, we want Let's Plays from IGN's Brian Altano and Greg Miller from Kinda Funny. And we said, okay, we'll do it. We're going to play Zelda. It's not what we said originally. It's been recapped in all the episodes I'm sure you've watched before, but we've been having a great time. And this is episode 8. The final episode.
The final episode, yeah. We were going to play Sim City originally, and I feel like we would have somehow accomplished less. Or maybe like it burned down a neighborhood or something.
Definitely, for sure.
But here we're playing
like, why is the water not getting to the house?
Everyone's so thirsty.
They're all dying of
As long
thirst.
as they vote, it's okay. But they, we decided to jump in this game and just kind of mess around, do some towers and maybe a couple of shrines. But really, like it's been background fodder for just catching up.
Just
and
hanging out.
That's really been the most important part for me and for Greg. I'll put words in his mouth, but we're doing great out here. So thank you for watching. But we're going to jump in now and see what's going on in
20 Minutes of Tears.
20 Minutes of Tears.
There it is. I hit the button.
Okay. So
we set out. We did the map thing.
we did the tower. Are we in the air right now?
I think so.
Are we literally? Yeah.
Well, we stopped to tell a 10-minute story about all the Ghostbusters I've met. Then
Yes.
you and I talked for off camera for 20 minutes. So
Yes.
here we go.
And then now we're back. And we are flying through the sky. And I guess, have you done one of these yet?
No.
Oh, go on the star.
Okay. Starro, remember him?
Yeah. This is actually it's a good way to open an episode, really. Final one, too.
It's the final countdown.
Very, very special game.
Incredible, dude.
Tears of the Kingdom. I'm so happy it's here. I spent like a big chunk of my life like really just digging into Zelda games. Every couple of years one came out and I was always it always just captivated me. So when this one came around I was like what's it going to do that's different? I honestly like a little apprehensive about it at first because I was like there's it feels
Breath of
too
the Wild was so good.
It was so good.
And
And I
this
was
is
like,
the
it feels
same
too
engine,
similar.
it looks the same map. And
Yep.
yeah.
And so you said you dove into the Zelda franchise with Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, so of course I was raised to say, so what, you told me to come here, it's just like, you can't read it.
It did nothing? Oh, well, some of them do. They fall, the floor falls, and you go down to the earth, and then it's...
Waste of my time. I was a Sega kid, as you know. I eventually got a Game Boy, which I don't really count, of course, because I was playing Terminator 2 on it and stuff. And then
the number one Game Boy game, Terminator 2.
could never beat it. And then, eventually I went to Matt Noel's house. He had Super Mario World on SNES. I played that all summer long, and I was like, I gotta buy an SNES. And I bought an SNES, and I bought Super Mario World, and I played it over and over again, listening to Weezer's Pinkerton, and I never bought another SNES game.
No
Now, granted, I had all the Sega stuff before, during. So I went Master System, Genesis, Saturn. I was doing all this. So SNES was just like, I like World, I want to play World.
Oh.
But I never did anything else on it, never did anything else. And so it wasn't until the N64 that I was like, you know what, I'm buying a Nintendo console when it's like a big deal, when it's like an actual console that people are making stuff for it. And then it was, my friend Michael Bryan was like, you got to play Ocarina of Time. And I was like, no. Every time I come over to your house, you and Jason are arguing about, is it Ganondorf or Ganondorf? And that was the argument every night at their house when we were trying to sit down and play video games.
I knew when I lived in New York City, I knew a kid that his name was Tariq, and we called him Turok.
Nice.
Because he was a huge fan of that game, and so we just called him that because it was fun. And he would come
Cerebral
over to hang out.
bore.
Yeah, and he called it the Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
And we were like, that's very wrong.
Yeah.
And then we would call him Turok, and he'd be like, that's very wrong. And we'd be like, well,
well.
as long as we're all on the same page here. But yeah, I don't think there's a more brutal mispronunciation of the Ocarina of Time than the Ocarina of Time.
No, that's no good. No,
It's
no,
way
no,
off.
no.
But either way, he loved the game. He loved Zelda. I hope he's okay.
You haven't checked in on him in a while?
I know. I really haven't. I don't have his number.
We're all busy.
We didn't have phone numbers back then.
Isn't that crazy?
We had landlines that were temporary.
Yeah.
When you rented or you were in an apartment or whatever back then. Like we didn't phones. Cell phones showed up one day, and then you could ask somebody, well, hey, what's your number, and you'd get it. But before then, you would have a number, and then if you moved, you didn't have that number anymore or whatever.
Yeah, you were just lost to the world.
Yeah, and no one could ever. And they couldn't send you pictures on that or
No.
whatever. So you couldn't be like, hey, it's me.
Are you prepared to have that conversation with your daughter, or just like trying to explain, like, you don't know how good you got it? Back in my day, because like I remember being back in our day and being like, I just wish I could send you guys a message that was like, everybody come to my house at 10 or whatever, rather than call you. 'Cause I think you
yeah.
call it, hey, you want to come over for sleepover? Yeah, I'm in. 3 people in. All right, well, Matt can't do it, so
Right.
can you do this, or can you? We can go to his house tomorrow, and it's like, yeah, this is annoying.
Well, what's weird is that my kid will be like, I want to see baby pictures of myself. And I'm like, you're 5.
Yeah,
She was.
you were still a baby.
Yeah,
Look
you're
in the
still
mirror.
baby. You're
Look
still
in the
baby.
mirror.
And even when she was 4 or 3, she would do this shit. And I was thinking, like, you know, like, there's what? How many pictures of like Greg Miller between 0
Yep.
and the one of you at communion?
Oh, that.
Yeah,
You better be praying.
like this.
Yeah, keep hang in there.
Which, like, I know there's other pictures of you.
But it's that thing where like there's literally a countable number.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh yeah, like there's 30, whatever. it is.
30 tops.
Yeah,
right?
and it's that thing where now it's like I take 30 photos of my son a day.
A day.
Yeah.
You don't even think about it.
Yeah.
And so back then, you would have to carry around a camera everywhere, and then you would have to take pictures, which people forgot to do.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't ubiquitous. You didn't have like a phone in your hand the whole
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and you're just like,
That's the thing I think about all the time is it's the video.
yeah.
Of like, I mean, I make my life making videos now, but like, what until I came to IGN, how many hours of videotape are there of you in like my son's entire life?
Yeah.
all 21 months of it are like chronicled moment by moment in
And
video.
You could shoot, like stitch together a short film, right?
Yeah,
Which is
yeah,
not
yeah.
something you could have done when we were kids. And I love that. I think that's great. Oh, this is a very fun shrine.
Oh, I think. Well, I've seen many like this, so we'll see if this is the one. But
What do you want to do? A skateboard?
yeah, I was thinking.
You can make a big sled.
Do this thing. Let me-
Yeah, but it was like a couple years ago. iPhone was just like, hey, we're putting out this new thing called like cinema mode or whatever. You know, where it was basically portrait mode but for video. There you go. And I shot this like 4K cinema mode video of like my then like 2.5-year-old at a pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
And I shot it like fucking Michael Mann. You know, I was like chasing her. It looked amazing.
You got the monopod. Yeah.
And I was thinking like when we were kids, we just had like this like dumpy ass like
Totally.
4 blurry picture. Whoa. Did you put that there?
No.
That just
One
appeared?
just went and fell. I thought they're not supposed to respawn.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna see what happens because I know
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to. There's a charge chest, but again, what do I want? The feather and a rupee. I'm fine.
So.
Gotta start playing the balancing act.
All
The link.
right. Can I give you a small clue
Sure,
for this
yeah,
one? I'll just
yeah.
give you a letter. The letter T.
Okay, thank you. I'll take it.
So think about what you had, and then what's between the legs there. This is not helping, is it?
Well, I thought it was.
Okay.
Because you want to make him make a letter T.
Uh huh. Yeah.
You don't think I'll do it? You know?
No, it's technically a letter T. Okay. Think of a letter T that's Okay, that's.
If I just put more weight on it,
Are you
that
making a
shit-
cross?
Yeah, I'm Jesus. Go.
I actually can't wait to see what happens.
Isn't that the best part of Zelda? You never
I know.
what's
No,
gonna
you
happen in
just
Tears
sit
of the
and watch.
Kingdom.
This is a new one. I've never seen this. Well, I like that you're like you're thinking about balance, but then you stood all the way on one side.
Why? The balance was wrong, Brian.
Okay, so how about this? A T, like that kind of T.
Ah.
There we go. Let's try that.
Miyamoto, you clever master.
It wasn't even. It's not even. It's not even his project.
I'm just saying he knew something.
But you know what? You can give. Everyone at the studio who worked on this game is like, this fucking guy gets all the credit every time. I don't know why they have that accent.
Hey, I don't know why.
I've been a Japanese guy in Tokyo, Japan for fucking 25 years. I can't get rid of this.
You're
voice.
probably wondering how I got in this situation.
You never know.
It's me, a developer at Nintendo here in Tokyo.
My name is Gino Fontino. I've been making Zelda games for 40 fucking years. I get no fucking credit. This Miyamoto guy gets it all. All right, here we go.
Just put the A button where it's supposed to go.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Can you talk to them about that on
Yeah, no,
NBC?
You know that's not like a a two-way.
They're
radio, right?
listening. They're listening at Nintendo HQ.
Look, it's
That's
working.
brilliant. That's brilliant, Brian. This is why they call you the Zelda Master.
Yeah, they don't, but I'll take it. Yeah, thank you very much. Now this next one, oh man.
I feel like this is the one I've seen on the internet before.
Yes,
you
this is the
gotta
one-
do it. People are jumping around.
Did you remember what you
Oh
saw?
no. Because I mean, it's just I saw people failing a lot.
Okay, so let's get a good look at the track here.
So I gotta go up. So yeah. Oh.
Okay, so let me see if I can put it this way. So for this one,
Let me fail twice. Let me see if I can do it on my.
I'm just clapping. I'm not doing
Okay.
anything. I'm just putting my hands up to clap. Just doing this. Big quick clap in the air, just like clap, 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 and that's it. Good to go. Rock and roll.
But you see now you. So yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
so there's a split, a divot. You know.
Yeah.
What
But
do they
you already
call
taught me because you're brilliant.
What did I do?
About the old T things.
Well, the T thing
So
is a
what
good.
I'm gonna do is make a bunch of T's,
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna say, "Goddamn, Greg."
Is that a T? That's more of like a.
Brian, shut your fucking face.
Hey, Brian, you want to come over and do a Let's Play series where I tell you to shut your fucking face?
I like when I was like today. I'm like, "Oh, we got things planned for you to come on shows," and you're like, "Hey, I'm here." And I'm like, "Cool, bring me coffee." I read it back, and I'm like, Brian and I are pretty close. I hope he's not offended by me.
Oh no, not at all. That was extremely funny. I was like, I love showing up, and I'm like, I don't really know what to expect. The last time I came here was when you launched your studio, and you guys had a fucking full-on animated intro sequence for me with music from my album,
Right.
and I was like, okay, so I actually have no idea what to expect from any of these fuckers, and so I'll show up forever because I love a good surprise.
We're kind of the best.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, we're having fun out here. Okay, so I'm feeling good about this.
I'm crushing it.
Yeah.
People are asking me, are you? Is Greg the Zelda Master or is Brian the Zelda Master? They're not sure what they're seeing right now.
With the three
Well,
fans.
I want to go as fast as possible. We want to accomplish a lot in the next 9 minutes. See you in hell, jerky boys. Let's go.
3 fans is the number of fans we have.
No. No, people.
No.
You kidding? This is one of the most popular things we've ever done.
Oh, baby girl. Let's go. Oh, yeah, you're still rock and rolling.
As Billy Joel said, it's still rock and roll to me.
As Harry Connick Jr. once said, I'm still alive, fuckers. Okay, here we go. Dude,
I crushed it. But it's because you teaching me the T thing.
the T thing is good.
The T thing's brilliant.
Yeah, the T, oh.
Miranda Sanchez, add that to the wiki.
I remember talking to, when I got back from the preview event for this game before it came out, and I was talking to folks on our guides team. And I
You're
was just
like, you're fucked.
I was like, oh boy. Some of these things don't really have a definitive solution. They just have endless possibilities. So I guess write your best.
Do what you can.
You have 12 of those?
Yeah.
What the fucking cash? We gotta cash those in, man.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
You get so strong and virile. Isn't that it?
That's right. No,
It's
that's
correct. It just sounds hard.
It sounds bad.
No,
but
it
yeah,
doesn't sound good to
no,
be like, let's go cash these in and get virile. I don't like that word. That didn't work.
Well, you
Why
said
the
it. though.
fucking rain.
You're the one who said it.
I know, but what's the better one? Like, there's no
Get strong and potent.
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 You know that sounds worse.
I know.
You know, like dig deep.
I
That sounds
know,
worse.
I know.
Okay, so you want to go for that shrine?
Well, I mean, if you want
You ran out of pins? I didn't even know you could fucking run out of pins.
I'm pinning.
This is
I'm
what I
having
said.
a
You put
good
your
time
fucking
out there.
You put stickers and stamps all over this fucking map. Dude,
Listen, do you think it's not going to be beneficial if I know the Skullman's there?
it's not. What is a skull?
I don't know what it means.
What is even
I
that?
put it down 30 hours ago.
What's that? With 2 guys and a heart? What is that? What's the
This
fucking?
doesn't even affect the pins, I don't think, all right? The
That's a
pins-
stamp.
The pins are the colors.
Well, hold on. Fucking get this shit. Yeah, delete that. That you'll find later. That's probably just a okay. That's fine. But delete that. Did you have anyone in?
Look at this one. What does he mean? I need him.
What is that?
I need him. It's my pin.
Look how much map we cleared, though.
We're killing
Right?
it out here.
I mean, God, amazing. Is that a pin?
Yeah, it's a pin.
Right next to the thing we just got. Yeah, you can
It's
get
got to
rid
be
of
where
that.
I was, though. Right?
Is that you? Yeah, delete that. Throw that in the garbage can. Let's see.
that's good.
Okay, pop back out. Yeah.
Alright, so
You
now
can- oh shit.
Oh shit, I'm gonna blow
Oh,
up.
they're gonna fucking zap you. You're holding on to that, eating tinfoil out in the wind and shit. Are you good?
They're not gonna get my tooth shield. no one's gonna get my tooth shield.
Okay, you got this.
But now, do you want me to go trade in my whatnot for the whatnot?
No,
look
just
at this,
go.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
You want that?
What? I mean, the tears
Look at
are
all
a
your
big deal,
just
right?
throwing pins.
Aren't the
out of
tears a big
everything.
deal?
It's like you have a T-shirt cannon full of pins. It's just fucking pop, pop, pop.
Listen, if Miyamoto didn't want me to use them,
He
he would have
didn't work.
He would have put him in the game, Brian. He would have put him in the game if he
Miyamoto
wanted
did
to.
not direct this. You know what? All right, I believe in you. Just do what you gotta do. What is that down there with the glow?
Oh,
with
it's
the glow?
I think it's one of the falling things.
Oh, okay.
peace
I got
sign.
hit in the head
Who
with one of
cares?
those ones.
Really?
Yeah, you can do that. I was starting a campfire and one of those went and just knocked me in the head.
Oh,
Don't
my
no.
boy.
Oh, let him die.
I gotta help my boy.
No, why'd you fucking tag him with a pin? Of all the shit that we can do, you want to help this fucking guy?
Brian, you asked me some kind of question about a chocobo. We're here 30 minutes later. I don't know what I was trying to do.
I have not said chocobo to you in my entire life. I don't think I've ever said that word to you in my entire life.
Well, there's always
you
a
and I
first.
have never talked
There's always
about
first. We didn't talk about Mooblins having sex until 3 episodes ago.
Moblins, not chocobos.
I said Mooblins.
Moblins aren't.
Still not right.
That's from Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah, no, the chocobos.
What's
are-
it? Wait, Mooglin?
Chocobos.
Moogles. You're thinking Moogles.
Nah, I'm thinking of the guys 3 episodes ago in this show where I talked about the
Moblins.
big mommy and the big
Moblins,
daddy.
not chocobos, not Moogles.
Yes. I mean, I went at the time.
Diners, drive-ins, times. Moogles, chocobos, and moblins. Okay. Will you stop with this shit? This is the fucking final episode. You gotta help this fucking company man over here.
You know what? Superman helps everybody, all right?
Let's say, okay, all right. Let's see what he says. Try letting go. It's gonna fall.
You were bad at this.
Motherfucker.
Remember when you were like, I failed twice, so I never did another one my entire
All right,
game.
you know what? You know what? This is why I love you. You're a confident man. You believe in yourself, and you come through. Unlike this guy.
Yeah, he sucks.
This guy.
Oh, I don't know how to make signs. All right, well, why are you trying to make signs then?
I mean, it's just he's advertising for a business that he works for. He's not. Is he getting money off of it?
Exactly, right?
He's giving you his money. That's probably what that was his wage,
God forbid Blessing does the same thing. You know what I mean?
right? I mean, the people that work for you.
They don't know how good they got it.
I know.
You know what I mean?
You know what you should do? Get those boys outside. Get them to hold up
Push-ups.
some signs.
Oh, okay.
Push-ups. What did you gonna push up?
I thought we were going to make a new physical stuff.
What? Why was that your? I was gonna say hold signs, which I guess is physical, but you're like no push-ups. Push-ups.
Yeah. We're just ad-libbing. We're just making a podcast show here, all right? We're just having some fun.
Get those boys outside.
Now look
Push-ups.
at how dark it is. If I hadn't laid down a pin, I wouldn't know where I'm going.
Greg, it's been a long year. You know what you should do for the boys who work at the company? Push-ups.
Get them outside. Make them do push-ups. Why?
Cars are honking
so
and
they know
shit.
how good they got it.
You know, nothing reminds anybody of how good they got it than having to do push-ups outside of
And
them.
then push-ups in the parking lot.
Amazing.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Do you ever feel like your brain is getting in its own way? I can't even count the amount of nights I lose sleep just because I can't stop thinking and my brain just won't stop talking. It turns out one great way to make those racing thoughts go away is to talk through them. Therapy gives you a great place to do that so you can get out of your negative thought cycles and find some mental and emotional peace. And it can give you the tools to find more balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. Some of my best friends use BetterHelp and love how helpful it can be for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapist anytime for no additional charge. You can make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/kindafunny today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/kindafunny. BetterHelp.com/kindafunny. This episode is brought to you by Immersion Fragrances, where gaming meets the world of scented candles. Immersion Fragrances is your destination for gaming-inspired scented candles, each one meticulously crafted to transport you into the worlds of your favorite video games and tabletop adventures. And most importantly, this company is ran by a kind of funny best friend. For a short while, customers can enjoy a 10% discount site-wide. Yes, 10% off every gaming-inspired scented candle they offer. And that's not all. They're sweetening the deal with free shipping on every order. But here's the real kicker. For every 3 candles purchased, Immersion Fragrances is throwing in a free mystery candle. Imagine the excitement of unwrapping a mystery candle with a unique scent, just like opening a loot box in your favorite game. Each candle is a work of art inspired by the immersive worlds of gaming and tabletop adventures. Don't miss out on this unbeatable offer. Head over to immersionfragrances.com right now and fill your cart with the enchanting scents of your favorite worlds. Remember, you'll get 10% off free shipping and a free mystery candle for every 3 that you buy. That's immersionfragrances.com. The fragrant journey begins here.
All right, so where are we heading now? Are we
The
done?
red tag. We're going to the red tag, which is a shrine.
Okay, the red tag.
Yeah, the red tag.
Why do you call it a tag?
Because I tagged it.
It's just like gross. It's like a skin tag. Like a.
Is it? That what you think? I think graffiti tag because of cool grade.
Oh, okay. Like it was raining. I wasn't thinking about graffiti.
That's fair.
You know, it's hard to graffiti in the rain.
It's one of those things where, you used to be hard as nails, but
I
you
did.
left that New Jersey shit behind.
You know what? That.
Now you're just some goddamn California dad.
You know what? That hurts, but I agree.
You're like, that's accurate though.
It's accurate. You know, like we were like 4 episodes ago. I was like, yeah, I had to run inside because I was sautéing kale and onions. I caught up with somebody at Summer Games Fest who had like a Newark, New Jersey thing.
Oh yeah.
their
Oh
tag.
yeah. No, actually, I talked to him too.
Yeah, and great, wonderful guy. And he was like, I couldn't tell you're from New Jersey, and I was like,
Oh, that's not a good thing. I
it's
don't like
gone.
that one bit.
It's gone. But are there like Chicagoisms that you have that?
Oh, for
that-
sure.
That like still. That,
Oh, to this day.
yeah, this will sit there. Because my wife
mean-
does this shit. She's from Southern Jersey / Philly, right?
Yeah.
And they do this thing where they cut out words. Where they go, we can well, let's watch the movie when we're done dinner. I'm like, done
the
dinner.
Yeah.
Or she'll be like, I gotta go do the wash.
Okay.
And I'm like, the laundry?
Sure. Oh, I wasn't even worried about you, man. Leave me alone. Have a nice conversation.
Jesus Christ. The fucking final boss. Ganon sent out his toughest tonight.
I got some choo-choo jellies. Go get him. He's not gonna be able to climb because it's raining. Just get him.
So you got Chicagoisms you still hold on to?
I mean, I wouldn't say so, but I probably do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't say it, but I think pop still.
Pop.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
for
was
soda.
a big deal. When I remember when I went to Mizzou, that was a huge. Oh, you say soda, you say pop, and I'm like, yeah, you say pop. And I'm like, I'm like, I don't care. Can I just get a fucking Coke? You know what I mean? Get on my hair.
I'm picky on the pizza thing, obviously, as you know. I've bitched about this for years.
Yeah, of
There's
course,
certain
yeah.
things I don't like. But
That's why you make your own. Now. That's great.
yeah, but I'm a little looser on the hot dog thing. But do you have like
But even
do you
then,
have guardrails on that
I think
shit?
the biggest thing about it, like for the Chicago part of me, is like, it's ridiculous to think about the fact that I've been gone longer than I lived there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I lived in Chicago till I was 18, then I went to Mizzou for college, and
Yeah.
I'm 40 now. So like, I've been gone longer than I've been there. So I don't ever really claim a thing of like whatever. And so the Chicago hot dog thing, no. I grew up and I would go to Portillo's, you know, and the day I'll die, I'll do the same thing. Go there and I want 2 hot dogs, ketchup, mustard, pickle only.
Right.
And at no point in my entire life, and granted, you're a kid at one point,
Yes.
but even into my teens, at no point did I say, I want 2 hot dogs, ketchup, mustard, pickle only, and somebody go, ketchup?
Yeah.
It's Chicago. We don't do and it was like that was one of those things that I honestly feel like is a Mandela effect that got like blinked into the timeline after I was gone.
It got reverse engineered into like the curriculum as something that wasn't actually there,
Yep.
but yeah.
Where I was in Missouri and somebody that started happening, I was like, "What are you talking about? No, nobody gives a shit." And they was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Well, I'm in the burbs, I guess, so maybe." But like, I've eaten more hot dogs than you have. And no,
Right.
that is not something I ever heard. But it's
I always thought it was a weird thing to be precious about specifically because it's just like, well, at the core of this product is a tube of nebulous
ground up meat.
Yeah, just like
the ends nobody wants.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
we cannot name a single thing that went into this. We don't even know which animals sometimes.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get precious about what goes on top of it.
Yeah.
Like that's where I get a little like. But like with pizza, I was just like, oh yeah, okay. The Hawaiian pizza was invented by like a Canadian who's never been to Hawaii, and he has like a Greek last name, and it's like, well, this doesn't really interface with anything that's part of like the original, context of what a pizza is. But the hot dog thing, I was just kind of like, get silly, like
Even we've talked about it so many times with the pizza thing, where it's like, oh man, Chicago pizza or fucking New York pizza, and it's like, guys, like,
Yeah.
I grew up in Chicago. I would eat Chicago style pizza,
Yes.
the pie with the cheese at the bottom and the sauce on top, and whatever. But like the casserole pizza, we ate that once a year.
yeah, that's a completely rare thing.
It was like Pachi's here in California that like totally ruined it for like how much people who worked at IGN from 2010 to 2017
Yeah.
ate more Chicago style pizza than most Chicago people have ever eaten.
I had it constantly because they used to like hook us up and send us
Yeah.
pies, right, which is
Yeah.
awesome. But also I was just like, oh, this is so heavy. I can't imagine this. And then I went to Chicago and I did a ton of research before, and I was just like, oh, there's
Go to Pequod's.
yeah,
you know what I
there's-
mean? It's like, oh, and you get there and it's a tavern style pizza. It's the thinnest
the
crust of all time.
tavern style
Yeah.
pizza is fucking amazing,
Yeah.
and it's crispy
And
and,
that's
thin.
and when on Friday nights when we would have pizza
Yeah.
night at my house, we were getting a bunch of tavern style pizza,
Yes.
super thin, cut into squares.
Yes.
We were not going and getting the big old Chicago slice. Yeah. So it's always such a weird argument of like New York or Chicago. It's like, well, you don't even know what Chicago
Yeah,
is.
I think
You
that's
don't know what people are really eating.
that's kind of like a flawed and antiquated look at how regional pizza works. Because I agree, and also like we would in New Jersey as like pizza snobs, right next to New York City, great pizza everywhere. We would occasionally get deep dish pizza. We had this pizza called, I think it was Uno, or something like that. It was like
Pizzeria.
Pizzeria Uno. It was like a chain that did like big heavy deep dish pizza. Same deal.
that makes sense, yeah.
Once or twice a year we would
Uno's
go.
a Chicago thing.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
so
So we would go once or twice a year and be like, wow, that was cool. That was different. But like, not exactly the type of pie you get on a Tuesday night when you don't feel like cooking.
Yep.
Not the thing you grab on the street and you walk down. Like, no one at the beginning of Ninja Turtles 2 was eating fucking Chicago style pizza, passing out and shit. I like where your head was at on that one, though. Wait, did
It worked. It opened. It went through.
But
I don't know. I don't
but
know.
you weren't on it.
It's that thing where I don't know what the puzzle is. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, all right, I understand. I know there's lasers here to hurt me. But
Okay. We don't have to solve this.
I mean, I bet I can. Because
Good.
well, I'm gonna try. What I'm gonna do is put it down.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can't do that though. I just gotta jump over them, right? Easy peasy.
Oh, yeah. That's it. This is a, little obstacle course for you. Yeah, you got this. No, but I remember being like very precious about this shit when you and I first started like really doing shit together.
Oh well, yeah. It was such a thing.
I was
like,
also-
where
I was
are you
such a-
from and what are you doing?
I was such a fucking angrier, shittier person back then too,
sure.
where I was just kind of like, oh, I'm from New Jersey and we have the best of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then like, I got older and I was just like, I don't care anymore. I'm so tired. Why did that not move?
I think this is so
it
heavy.
too
maybe.
heavy?
Yeah, I think this is so heavy. Yeah. So like, how long have you been here now?
Oh, I have 14 years this year, almost 15 years.
And so, well, how long were you in New Jersey?
Like 20 something, and then I was in New York for a bunch. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I will reach the point where I tilt the scale, right?
And so,
Where-
when you do that, how are you going to talk about it? Like in terms of who you are and like, you know what I mean? Because that's the thing I've talked with Tim about. Of
Right.
Like, I'm like, at what point can I say I'm from San Francisco? And Tim's like, you can't, because Tim's from San Francisco.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, well, but like, I don't know. Like, where else am I from?
Well,
I don't
Tim-
know anything about anything.
Tim's a rare breed in that like he's like born and raised here, right?
Super
And, like,
rare, yeah.
And that's
I know.
like I know a handful of people like that, and they're gems because like that you don't get a ton of that out here because
Yeah, for sure,
everyone
for
is
sure,
either
for
like
sure.
they came or they went.
That's
But
true.
I think like I don't know. I think like it's important to like for your kid to.
I mean, well, that is fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
To me and Jen and I will have that conversation. Jen, a Canadian, me, a Chicagoan, of like,
Yeah.
do you understand we're raising a California child?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Who
what
was
the
born
fuck?
in what? San Francisco or
Yeah.
San Francisco General or something like that, right? Like I was born in like Secaucus, New Jersey. I like that you don't want to do any jumping seed. Rather
Well,
just-
that doesn't work, huh? That doesn't work.
I mean, it should, right?
I thought so, but you see
Yeah.
me hitting it and not doing it. Well,
Go up a
that
little
didn't-
higher.
That
Do a little pitch and yaw or whatever the fuck.
hit.
Did that not fuck?
That didn't do it.
That's bullshit.
All right, let's try the jumping. Oh, hell, I could. But you're right. I am like, what way can I not jump? How can I make this as simple as possible? That's gonna.
The spikes.
Maybe.
What's that for? Was that just to make a silly car?
Well, can I not? My thought would be, can I? Yeah. So.
Oh my god,
Drop
dude,
you.
that's a fucking good idea.
Hit this.
Okay.
And turn real quick, Linky. Yeah, great job, Linky. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, shit,
Dude.
oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit.
Go, 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 go. Ooh, that was fucking awesome.
Nailed it.
Yeah, there's probably people watching being like, you didn't have to do any of that, but I enjoy the hell out of it.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
it.
you get a Zonai charge.
Oh, and then I get to use my cool thing where I get PFPs.
But yeah, it's weird. Like, you start culturally in one place, and then
Yeah.
you marry somebody from another place.
And suddenly we've made this California child. You're like, okay.
Yeah, you just make this like cultural soup, and then you just have to work from there. But also, like, you show them, like, you know, your kid's been, I assume, on an airplane back there.
Oh,
If
yeah,
not, like,
yeah.
yeah. And then your kid's been on an airplane to where your wife grew up, or will, or all that stuff. And, like, all of that creates, like, this really interesting thing where I think that they're just, you know, taking it all in, and they pull an identity from there. But they get to say, I was born in this place.
Yeah.
And my father's from this place. Like, a lot of my cultural identity wasn't necessarily like, ooh, a Gleeok. Have you fought one of those yet?
No. Well, yeah, I failed, but
Okay, it's okay.
I thought that was the dragon. I was like, what a perfect way to end our series. If from the first episode we're like, we should ride that dragon. I'm like,
I mean, you can end by,
well, I ain't fucking that
fighting
thing.
a Gleeok.
No,
if
I'm
you
not.
want.
We're gonna end by going here. I'll get my pony points. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's crazy to think about, like, you've made somebody who's like you know, their home is what is like it's. And again, this is my home too. I've been
Right.
here forever. So especially as an adult, but to think about, like, you know, Ben will always be like, oh yeah, I'm from California. I'm from San Francisco. It's like, wow,
Wow, yeah. It kind of fucking blows your mind.
it does, Brian.
I know. It's fun to get old and be responsible.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing I think that's so crazy is, like, I never would have thought that. You know, so many people know you and me from Game Scoop and Knockin'
Yep.
Boots and old school IGN stuff, and you can obviously go back and listen to those shows where I'm like, no, I never want kids.
Dude, same.
I don't
Big
want
same.
responsibility, yada, yada, yada. And now it's like, oh man, I love being a dad, but I'm so glad I did it my way.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
The
Where it's like,
related-
if I would have, you know, people know I'm divorced and I married too young, but it's like, if we would have had a kid back then, oh my God. Like, the amount of sacrifice and the amount of, you know, like, put yourself aside to take care
This
of.
wouldn't be.
No way.
You wouldn't be
oh
here
my
right
God,
now.
no.
None of this
I
would
wouldn't be at
here.
IGN, like, right?
No.
I mean, like, there's no way.
No,
There's
you'd be working
way.
at the milk store or something like that, right?
Oh man, can I interest you in 2%? What's up, everybody? We're here at Oberwise in Illinois, and I wanted to tell you about our freshest milks on TikTok. I found a calling. I love
Now, there's a
talking-
lot of debate on whether you can milk an almond, but we here at Greg Miller's Milk Store say that you can.
Now, a lot of people are wondering, how do the cows have sex? Let me explain it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a limited series. Limited run Let's Play series is what I'm trying to say.
Can we say that? Does that company own that name?
No.
Limited run?
No. Does Jared Petty still work there? He still works there, right?
Yeah.
Fucking sue me, Jared Petty. I fucking dare you.
We'll see you in court, okay, you big bald guy.
I'll beat your
We have a
fucking
big bald
ass.
guy too. He's called me, and I'll fight you to see who's the toughest bald guy in court.
He will. In court. Very clear. In court.
You know what they love at court?
Fighting.
Fights.
They goddamn love it. They're looking forward to it every day. Everybody, you supported us on patreon.com/kindafunny in the month of October when we launched the Spare Bedroom. You said we wanted a Let's Play series with Brian Altano and Greg Miller back together, and you got it. We called it 20 Minutes of Tears, where each and every episode we give you 20 or 31 minutes of me and Brian being a bunch of clowns playing a video game and
Doing our
hanging
best out here, you know.
Brian, I
We-
can't thank you enough for
Oh,
this.
Greg, I fucking love you, man. We had so much fun. We didn't accomplish much, but really that was the point.
I
Right? Like,
unlocked so much in the map.
yeah, we did. We actually did get some towers out here, and Greg, you will probably return to this game eventually. And when you are close to the ending, I really, really want to hold you to this. You got to call me up.
I will.
Get me back over.
100%.
here.
Don't worry about that.
We will finish the game together, and I will cheer you on as you beat Tears of the Kingdom eventually. It might be this year, it might be next year, it might be 10, 15, 20 years from now, 30
Yeah,
years from
I took an inhaler where I was like, I'm going to guarantee it's this year. It might not be this
No,
year.
let's
You know,
not make
there's
any
a lot of
promises we
stuff
can't
happening,
keep. It took us what 7 months to get to sit down in these chairs together, and so at this rate,
We tried really hard.
we
for a
really
long
fucking
time.
did. I genuinely like. I could publish the text. We have. I won't. But we tried so long, And every
In the
single
middle
time,
of it, man, do you hate David Hatfield? Yeah, I hate him so much.
I can't wait to fight that guy in court. No, we really kept trying and trying and trying, but we got here, and I'm so happy we did. Greg, I fucking love you, man.
I love you so much, Brian. You're the best. Everybody,
we'll
go
be
to
Tears of Kingdom.
IGN.com. Support Brian. Watch NVC. Watch Podcast Beyond. Make them bring back Up at Noon with Max Scoville.
And Greg Miller. Go to kindafunny.com. Go to Kinda Funny's Patreon. Check out everything they're doing. They're putting up shows every single day. They have shows around Xbox, PlayStation. They have a video game show every single day with news. They have just a random idiot comedy show where they just fuck around and do shit. They have a beautiful studio here full of great, talented, wonderful people. Support them on Patreon. Help them out. Make them grow so we can do more shit like this in the future. Because I love them. I support them forever. They are the best people on earth. And we had a fucking blast making this series. So thank you so much for watching. To everybody on the Kinda Funny Patreon that made this thing a reality, you killed it. Like, goddamn, look what you did. You put us together. And like, that's just the best feeling. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.
And let us know in the comments how you think the Moblins
I can't believe we're still talking about this.
have, how they hook up. And,
How do they hook up? Who is the mommy?
who's
Who
really
is the
doing
daddy?
it?
Who's
Where's
penis
the
falls off?
babies? We'll figure it out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.